Hey guys, how you doing? I am reaching out to the community to ask a question about one of my peacock cichlids that I have. I'm going to zoom up a little bit on this guy, and you'll notice that his colors are not very vibrant. Of course, the lighting doesn't really help very much, but if you get close up on him, you'll notice that he is one of the larger fish in the tank. I still consider him to be my alpha, just by his size and how large he is. But one of the things that I've noticed about him that's really interesting is it seems like over time he's lost a lot of color, and I'm not really sure why that might be. You'll notice that if you look along his dorsal fin and his tail fin, he's got a lot of yellowing. I don't know if that's because he's not getting the protein that he needs, or perhaps it's possible that if I can find my other fish here, I do have another fish, this guy right here, the spotted one, who is almost as large, if not possibly a little bit larger than the peacock. Perhaps they're competing for dominance in the tank, I'm not really sure. It's a 38-gallon bow front tank. I've got 8 assorted cichlids in here. They're either Victoria or Malawi. Most of them are Malawi. I've got some peacocks and a couple Mabunas in there. Little electric yellow guy and such. And I'm not really sure what would be going on with his color and why he's not so vibrant. When I first bought him, he was absolutely gorgeous. He was actually just as pretty as the peacock that I have right here, that you'll see in my blue one down on the bottom there. And since then, he's really lost his colors. He's gotten larger, and I have no idea why that might be. Water levels are all good. I just did a test of pH, ammonia, nitrite, nitrate, and my nitrates and nitrites are at 0 parts per million. My pH was a little bit low. I normally like to keep it at about 8.4. It's reading at about 8.2, 8.1. So I'm not really seeing that to be a major issue. I did put a little buffer in there just to boost that for my own liking. But I'm reaching out, seeing if anybody knows anything about this. I'm having a really hard time researching on the internet. Nobody else seems to have a reason as to why that might be happening. So I'm just sort of looking to see if anybody has any suggestions. Maybe he's not getting the nutrients that he needs. Another thing that I've been doing is I've been putting in regular sea salt with the fish, since they are brackish fish and they do require a little bit of salt in their tank, because I haven't been able to get the cichlid lake salt, which I have now currently. If I go into my here, some Seacom cichlid lake salt, which is supposed to enhance the environment of the tank to replicate their natural environment. If I can zoom up on this and get a little bit better light, this is what it is right here. Replicates the environment of African cichlids, and it's good for all rift and lake cichlids. So most likely I'll be doing about 3/4 of a teaspoon or a half a teaspoon or so for every 10 gallons that I change out. Of course, this is an established tank, so it's going to take some time for me to fully incorporate those salts into the biological makeup of this tank. I will be doing a water change next week. I do my water changes every 2 weeks without fail, so the tank's really clean. The fish are really healthy to my understanding, and like I said, with the exception of the fact that he is not as colorful as I would like him to be, he's very healthy. He's one of the largest fish in the tank. He doesn't have any fin rot, tail rot, or anything like that. So I'm just sort of putting this video out. I know it's kind of long-winded, but if anybody has any suggestions, I would really appreciate it. Thanks.